Hey, what's good? My name is Matt Davis, and I'm the architect of Reference Sessions event series. I run front of house for these events, I do the systems alignment, and I design the deployments of both sound and video and lighting with a very capable team of other alignment techs. I also own Hacienda Mastering and Hacienda Acoustics. Our clientele list includes people like Tipper, Jade Cicada, Detox Unit. I'm working on a studio for Subtronics right now. I never wanted to throw a conventional party. I took a couple years out of the scene, and when I came back to it, I listened to it from a slightly different perspective than when I left, and I heard what to my ear were deficiencies in the way that front of house is being coordinated and that deployments are being made for these events. And over time, I developed a curiosity in doing something that would rectify these shortcomings I'd been hearing. You're going to see a lot of things with these events that, maybe you haven't seen in a long time, or maybe you haven't seen ever. We're all about sound quality at these events, and that comes down to optimizing our signal chain from the CDJ on stage the whole way to the amps that power the speakers. We use a mastering grade signal chain, no unnecessary conversions to analog, as pristine as you can get. One of the things we do differently about these parties is we only book from within our clientele that I either master for or have designed studios for. You've probably noticed from the flyers that we're bringing a humbling amount of wattage to these parties. That isn't with the goal of loudness, although we will be playing at nominal levels that are, similar to what you'll find elsewhere. The distortion figures of the playback will be much lower at these parties, especially through the sub-range. We know better than to trust productions on the scale of what we do. Multiple LED walls, over 100,000 watts of sound. We don't play games with house power. We bring in our own generators for the events to make sure that there's no voltage sag for the sound system, and we run isolated generators for the LED wall and lighting versus the sound system for lower noise floors. All of our events have acoustic materials donated to do ad hoc treatments of the venues from Hacienda Acoustics. We measure and collate a lot of acoustic data from these events. Every party I bring out different rigs and different hybridizations of different rigs, and we are studying how those different components perform in conjunction with each other with the goal of finding a perfect sound system. I strictly use intimate venues for these events because I think they sound a little better. The ambience is easier to control in a smaller space. You lose a little bit of the immediacy of a sound system when you're trying to disperse it too many places. We're a very artist-forward organization. We pay most of our booked artists above their ask price. We serve very competitive amenities to our artists, and we do pay out bonuses to our artists if our events sell out. I also have these artists writing music with lower notes specifically for playback on these systems that will be able to reproduce lower subnotes. We get dub specials cut by a Jamaican crew that we are partnered with, so that you'll be hearing versions of these artists' tunes that you won't hear anywhere else. These parties are kind of our ability to demonstrate a better standard of performance at bass shows. Every party that I throw is about the sound system, and every sound system has a story. We're here to bring you that story.